Hi, it's Bo here, counselor, speaker, and founder of Therapy Teacher. One of the most fascinating things I have ever studied was the brain. And although this topic is very sophisticated and can oftentimes go over my head, I've learned to respect it and take it for what it is. You see, the human brain is actually what separates us from the rest of the animal kingdom. We have the ability to do something that no other creature can do, which is think. You see, we have three brains. We have an old brain, which is where our ability to fight or flight lives. We have an emotional brain, which is where our feelings live. And we have a new brain, the third part of our brain, which is the thinking brain. This is where our mental faculties live. This means we can think of what we want to think of. We can daydream. We can reason with others. And we can set goals for our future. Or we can worry, hold on to resentments, or think of negative thoughts. Well, it turns out that when we ask people to name one thing that seems to be out of control in their lives, most people said it was their thinking. This answer really made me curious as to why this one gift that we were given to use to our advantage is being used against us. You see, no matter how hard you try sometimes, you just can't help but think those negative thoughts or worry for the future. I've learned that the reason we do this is because it's almost as if we were conditioned to think like this. In other words, you have probably been thinking about your problems the same way for a very long time. And I am willing to bet that your way of thinking is not really working anymore. And that's why I want to propose to you a new way of looking at things. I read a great book called The 7-Day Mental Diet. In this book, the author states how he challenged people to go on a 7-day mental diet from their negative thinking. So for 7 days, you would just think of positive thoughts and picture positive outcomes. Now, when I first read this, I thought to myself, this is absolute nonsense. Everybody knows that not only is it not impossible, but it's probably unhealthy to look at your negative thinking or feelings as bad. But then I kept reading, and he stated that it's not that you are not going to get those negative thoughts, it is that you're not going to keep them. You see, negative thoughts and negative feelings are normal. We all have them. In fact, that's what makes us human. So the challenge this week is not to totally eliminate the negative emotions, but to allow them to come and immediately let them go. In other words, instead of holding on to your resentments, worry and dread, we see them for what they are and allow them to keep moving on. Now for today's action step, I want you to start right now and just focus on positive thinking. All right? For the next 7 days, when a negative thought comes through your mind, I want you to realize it for what it is and let it go. Okay? Don't entertain it. Don't focus on it, right? Don't let the snowball effect of thinking get bigger and bigger and bigger. Don't let the molehills turn into mountains, right? For the next 7 days, your job is to just think positive, right? You're going to notice some changes in your life. I think the world, oftentimes, people, society, the news is all focusing on negative stuff, right? I've heard it said before that if someone tells you one negative thing about yourself, it's going to take 11 more positive things, statements, to equal out that one negative thing. We focus on the negative, right? We let the negativity get the best of us sometimes, and I think there's a better way. We have to start retraining our bodies. We have to retrain our brain to focus on the positive. Your job is to do that for this week. Nothing but positivity. See if you can do it. Until next time, it's Bo here. Thank you.